Chasing down certain Rolex models is like trying to catch a unicorn. Both require patience and a bit of luck. As time marches on, snagging your dream watch could mean playing the long game, with wait times stretching from months to years. Meanwhile, not every Rolex is flying off the shelves. It seems even luxury watches have their less glamorous moments, turning the hunt into more of a waiting lounge experience. So while you wait, keep in mind, every tick of a Rolex is part of its mystique. Hey there, welcome back to Opulent Oasis. Today, we're cracking the case on some unexpected slowdowns in the Rolex world. We'll dig into why some favorites are taking a breather and spotlight the models that keep racing off the shelves. Don't forget to subscribe to catch all our latest scoops. Here's a curveball for you. The usually sought-after Daytona range in steel and gold has been more shelf-warmer than showstopper this July. We'll unpack a few examples and try to suss out the slowdown. Maybe they're just too cool for the summer heat. Stick with us as we also spotlight the Rolexes that are still stealing the spotlight and give you a rundown of the freshest trends. Grab your watch toolkit and let's dive in. Let's spill the tea on the Rolex GMT Master 2 Root Beer. This snazzy combo of rose gold and steel was all the rage until recently. It's like the fashionista of watches, always in vogue, until it wasn't. Originally tagged just under $15,000, it's now inching above that, demanding a 5 to 10% premium over Rolex's asking price. We'd say that's still in the ballpark of a good catch. Here's the twist. Thanks to a price hike from Rolex, our beloved root beer has climbed into a pricier league, making its sales cool down faster than an iced latte in a heat wave. Last year's chart topper is now more of a slow burner, but hey, in the world of luxury watches, fortunes flip faster than a coin toss. So, if you've got your eye on this model, don't blink. It might just swing back into the spotlight before you know it, proving that what goes out of style can come roaring back with just a tick of the clock. Let's waltz through the realm of steel and gold Daytonas. First up, the now retired reference 16503, which dazzles with a diamond bezel, a true blast from the past. Then there's the shiny new one 2653, sporting a black diamond dial that could easily be the envy of every watch at the party. The classics are priced within arm's reach at $22,000 to $23,000, but the newcomer, it's aiming for the stars at just under $220,000. Thanks to Rolex's recent price bump, these watches seem to think they're too cool for school, nudging them just out of reach for mere mortals. Switching gears to the white dial, Daytona, the cool kid of versatility. At just over $20,000, creeping up to $177,000 retail, it's felt the sting of that same price hike. Sales are more sluggish than a Monday morning, but we're betting this is just a temporary snooze. Give it a few months and it might just spring back like your favorite late show host. Now, let's talk about the bluesy, the old faithful of the Rolex family. Whether fresh out of the box at around $5,200 or seasoned at $16,000, it doesn't care what the stock market is doing. This watch just keeps on ticking, proving that some classics never go out of style. And lastly, the Pikachu, rare enough to make collectors' hearts skip a beat. We recently snagged an older reference, the 16610, fetching between $43,000 and $44,500. The new models, they're like the unicorns of the watch world, seen by few and owned by even fewer. Let's take a peek at another hot trend stirring up the watch world, the unwavering charm of Patek Philippe watches. We're seeing them show up in little squads, anywhere from 2 to 5 at a time. Curiously enough, it's become quite the trend for collectors to swap out a handful of their prized pieces, think Pandas and those snazzy Oyster Flex models, for fresh finds. This trading game is turning our inventory into a lively mix and match, and it's perfect for those looking to streamline their collection in one fell swoop. If you're mulling over bypassing the usual dealer dance, the market's current more buyers than browsers vibe could be your cue to jump in. Zooming in on the past month, let's chat about the Rolex Pepsi model. It's been buzzing more than a beehive. Not discontinued, but spotting one is becoming a rare event, like stumbling upon a secret speakeasy. We've got a ringside seat to the comings and goings of these watches, and it's clear that while new Pepsis are scarce, the pre-owned scene is lively. many owners seem to be saying, "Why wait?" and are choosing to cash in their chips early, making the Pepsi model quite the conversation starter in the market. Wrapping up, let's break down our chart toppers for 2024. We've sorted our best sellers into 3 neat categories, making it easier to spot which watches are leading the pack. This little bit of organization not only keeps us on our toes, but also keeps you in the loop on what's hot off the press this summer. Stay tuned to see which models are running the show. First off, let's dive into the Rolex GMT range, where the cool kids like Batman, Bad Girl, Sprite, and Pepsi hang out. Starting with the Sprite, this 2022 newbie is still wrapped up and ready to dazzle, sporting a price tag of about $19,125. It's nestled right in the sweet spot of the lineup, offering bang for your buck without breaking the bank. On the other hand, the GMT Master 2 Pepsi, priced between $21,000 and $22,250, is the classic everyone keeps talking about, kind of like that one-hit wonder you can't get out of your head. Number 2, Rolex Daytona range. Shifting gears to the Daytona range, where the drama unfolds with the Oyster Flex models. The Daytona Ghost is our elusive rock star, rarely seen, but when it shows up, it's a sellout show. Then there's the tale of the 2 Pikachus, the older and the newer references duking it out, with the fresher face pulling ahead thanks to its availability. Don't overlook the Sundust, a rose gold beauty, and the new Paul Newman in yellow gold, both of which have been turning heads worldwide. But the real headliner, the Panda, selling for between $33,375 and $34,650, it's priced way above its $16,695 retail tag. This model isn't just a collector's dream, it's the main event, proving that in the world of high-stakes horology, the Panda doesn't just sit pretty, it runs the show. Number 3, Rolex Submarina collection. Let's plunge into the Rolex Submarina collection, our splash hit for July 2024. This series is swimming with giants like the bold Submarina Hulk, the suave Bluesy, and the trendy Starbucks. However, taking the trophy this month is the Submarina date in steel, especially the sleek 41mm reference. The 126 reference Submarina date, for instance, is a favorite diving board for first-time Rolex buyers. It's the kind of watch you can wear to a black tie event or while escaping on your next undersea adventure. We always say, when you're picking your first Rolex, go for one that fits into your life like the perfect pair of shoes, comfortable yet stylish without trying to be your entire wardrobe. And speaking of timeless classics, the no-date Submarina is making waves again. First launched in 1952, this pioneer of the Submarina line is riding a wave of resurgence. It's as classic as a little black dress or a well-tailored, always in style and adored by collectors who appreciate a watch that doesn't just tell time, but tells a story. What's your take on the Rolex rundown we just dished out? If this video ticked the right boxes for you, why not let us know in the comments? Feel free to give us a thumbs up, it helps more than you might think. And hey, hit that follow button to keep up with all our timely tales. Thanks for hanging out with us at Opulent Oasis. Stick around for more clock talk in our upcoming videos.